this episode of the Green Keep. Wow. Ugh. Patrols are wearing on a man. But thank you all for joining us for this next session of Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. It will be a half session. Like I said, my patrols are a bit harsh on me. But we begin with our party and Deadleaf being ambushed by an invisible...
He's always getting ambushed.
Yes. And I have to keep reminding myself, I am DM. I cannot just give hints out willy-nilly, so...
Combat's happening.
Yes.
Yes. First.
Not a bacon tree, it's a ambush.
Yes, yes. And so, with the surprise round beginning, we're going to start Creepy Dungeon by Bardify.
Yes.
Well, he starts, so...
There we are. Found us.
Should I focus ping everybody or?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Alright. Then Deadleaf, you see this greatsword swinging at you in the front.
Aw, shit! He's swinging for the fences!
But before that happens, you feel the bite of the blade behind you.
Jesus fuck. Okay. Look, I did not consent to a threesome, okay?
Alright.
So they're coming out of invisibility, so their first attacks would have advantage on me.
Yes.
Still a fucking miss. Armor dab. Ding!
With
Shield
the
coming into play.
+2 from you being flanked.
Yes, then never mind. It hits me. 10 slashing damage.
You dab into their blade.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm dabbing away from the first one. It gets me right in the neck with the one behind me.
And now the next swing.
Hits
21.
6 damage.
And the bite. Ooh, that is lucky. That natural 20 is the off roll.
Yeah. Misses. Oh, no, wait. 6 damage because with the +2 it hits me.
Yes.
Okay. Thankfully, I'm not concentrating on anything right now. Great.
And
So now for the other one to hit me.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit me with the advantage from coming out of invisibility. So 12 damage.
And the second. The +2 makes it 20 for 7 slashing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this one's only a 9.
Yeah, so this one's bite misses. So out of 6 attacks, I got hit by 5. Just
Even though it is a surprise round, Alyssa's alertness lets her move.
Trigger from Deadleaf, but
Um, one closest to the wall. This one.
Alrighty.
Gonna get a stab.
And that
That's a heck
hits.
of a stab. That's 32.
2.
See? Yeah.
Alright.
And then it's gonna get stabbed. No, it's not. Well, I don't know actually.
That
14?
misses.
Okay. And that's my turn.
And it is back to the slots. As we are at the start of the normal round.
Like, I'm just thinking... A D&D module, Curse of Slod. Where, like, at the very end... Like... Strahd is just a Slod in disguise. After, like, the first party's already been through and completed Strahd, therefore Strahd's dead, so it's just a Slod sitting in his place.
Oh, God, that would be the plot twist of the century. But 2 great sword swings and a bite coming at you, Deadleaf. A miss. A hit for 11.
yeah. You trying to serve up my dinner?
And I think the bite will go towards Lissa.
Oh, me too beats it.
From,
7?
yes.
Hmm. I'll allow it.
And this one having been stabbed by you. Does it want to go for the one that stabbed him? Or the very bloody metal can? They are intelligent. So I think they would want to get one down. So... Sorry, Deadleaf. Oof. 25.
Hit me, you coward. Yeah. Okay.
Second swing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now the bite.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Watch this. Look at my HP after just without having even gone this turn with in this combat yet.
But
I went from full to a quarter.
Griff,
Oh my god, buddies, buddies, no.
it is your turn, Griff.
Okay. Hang on. Gotta move. That's not what I want. I just want to move Barty. There we go. Okay. I'll stab this one.
All right. Hits.
Ooh, that's a sad amount of damage. All right. I'll stab him again. Oh, so close to being a natural 20.
But Sludley, that misses.
Flurry blows.
Miss.
No!
And another miss. Just
No!
the sliminess of its skin is causing your blows to just slip right off and not find purchase.
Okay, that's my turn.
Lissa, it is your turn.
It is time. Full step. Top one again.
That hits. Oof.
Jesus. The sneak attack damage.
32.
Oh, damn.
39.
Yes. It is bloodied.
Bonus action. Healing word on the dead leaf. To not be a dead leaf. Not much, but it's honest work.
Right? Hey, it was max healing on it.
Exactly. Oh, jeez. And that's my turn.
Alright.
Stab and heal.
Deadleaf. After receiving a healing word, it is your turn.
Crying's a free action, so you know. Let's see here. I'm kind of boxed in, so I can't do what I want to do. Let's see here. I'm gonna be defensive. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image.
Alright.
I've got my 3 dupes up. And that's my turn.
Then once again, 2 swings and a bite. The 15 misses. But this natural 20 hits. Let's see that d20 roll.
Well, technically, the d20 happens when you target me, because the images have a different AC.
Ah.
So,
Let's see.
I'll start with that first attack. Uh, 17. Because my dex mod is only a +2, meaning my duplicates only have an AC of 12. So that first attack hits dupe, and the dupe disappears. So the natural 20. So I need an 8. What is it here? I now need an 8 or higher for it to hit a dupe. Another dupe disappears. I'm down to 1 dupe.
Alright.
And now he's making a bite against me, so let's see if he targets the dupe. Nope, that'll be targeting me, because I need an 11 or higher now. That'll hit me for 6 damage.
Hey, your dupes took 2 greatsword hits. Which is not bad.
1 dupe. Yeah.
But now it is this one's turn.
Alright, is it attacking me again?
Yes.
Alright, let's see if it goes. So 11 or higher. It's hitting me. That'll miss.
Alright. Another swing.
Targeting me again.
Yes.
Alright, this one's going out of dupe. That'll hit the dupe. The dupe is gone. My mirror images are now gone.
But the bite is going towards Lissa as if to say, hey, back off. 5 points of piercing to Lissa.
For the sake of it, I'll reduce it by half. Because I only got hit first last time. I should have done it. Okay.
So reduced to 2. With that,
Yeah, it's always like, do I use my action now? I might need it later.
Griff, it is your turn.
Okay. Stab.
Miss.
Jesus.
Hit.
Stunning strike.
Alright. First, the 7 points of damage. That is a natural 1.
All right, he's stunned. And I'll flurry of blows this guy.
Hits.
Will make me lock this door.
Stunning strike.
10.
Face. Nice. So I get advantage on my last flurry of blows.
Hits.
Okay.
Alright. Quite the productive round for Griff.
Here we go. Frozen.
Lissa.
Yeah.
2 stunned targets stand before you.
Sounds like time for 2 stabbings.
That hits. For 30.
This guy's still standing?
Yes. Very bloodied, but still standing.
He's still standing. Yeah.
Okay, gonna see if I can finish him off.
Thanks for
7.
majorly bloodied, but barely hanging on. Dead leaf.
Well, mace to the face time.
Alright. Hits.
For 5 bludgeoning and 8 poison.
Shapow.
Off with his head.
This one is stunned, so back to
Well, hold
Griff.
on. Shift around over here so I can potentially give flanking to anyone who wants to step in that space.
Alright.
Now my turn's over.
Then skip stun, dude. It is Griff's turn.
All right. Step in. Stabby stab.
Hits. Hits.
Okay. And just do a single arm strike.
Hits again.
This. He's no longer stunned, but you'll have advantage because
Okie dokie.
if you move in.
No, that is just a +2.
Okay, yeah.
Stab. Oof. 13.
Misses, unfortunately.
What about the sequel?
That does hit.
16.
Alright. Deadly.
Dun, 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 dun. Fireball!
Hits.
13 total damage between bludgeoning and piercing.
It is bloodied.
That's my turn.
It looks at all of you. Looks at the bloody dead leaf. Takes one hand. Off its great sword. Pointing it at the ground at its feet. And you see a small orange bead fall.
Oh shit.
Everybody, make a dex save.
Hold on. Is that a spell?
Yes, it is.
I don't think Trickery Domain gets it. Nope, I don't get counterspell. So yeah, we're making dex saves, everyone.
DC
And me, the
14.
only one
Okay.
without evasion.
So half damage for Griff for 15 points of fire damage.
Oof. 12.
15 points of fire damage, and a full 30 to Deadleaf. And our friend has to make a dex save, but because he has magic resistance, he does get advantage against his own spell. 19, so he only takes the 15 points of fire damage.
So it's 15, and then I have it with evasion. Nice.
No.
You failed to save,
Oh,
so
I
you
thought
take 15.
Yes, this DC was 14. You rolled an 11.
Oh.
If you had succeeded the save, your evasion would have negated it entirely.
Oh.
But because you still had evasion, even failing it, you take half.
Okay.
And with this explosion rocking the room, Griff, the
Stab him.
explosion clears and you see Deadleaf on the ground.
Oh no. I'm gonna stab the guy.
All right. Hits.
Stunning strike.
Right. Let's see that damage first. And now the con save. 18.
Yeah, that passes. Darn it. Stab.
Barely misses.
Okay. Here and do a flurry of blows. Natural 20.
Yeesh.
Oh, it didn't do the crit damage. 1 second. Let's re-roll that. Okay. So it should actually be 12.
All right.
And stunning strike. Or how hurt does he look?
He's pretty hurt.
Yeah, we're gonna do stunning strike.
22.
Damn it!
Running out of them key points.
Yeah, this is I'm getting low here. There's my next attack that misses. Okay. All right, that's my turn.
Lissa, it is your turn.
You know what's going on.
Is it
Stepping right
a stab?
here. Oh wait, You're diagonal, therefore it's fine. And then I'm gonna stab.
That hits.
Oh,
Oh!
what the fuck?
Ouch!
1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1.
That is a
Oh.
lot of ones.
Rolled 4 ones between all your damage. That's rough.
That's only 18 damage.
He is still up.
That's fine. So's Deadleaf. Healing word.
I'll take that 5 HP.
Deadleaf,
Alright.
come on.
I'm up. Shoot, what's shorter you can? Or just uppercut with the mace, jumping in the air as I use half my movement to stand up.
Yes, that is. Sure you can. Hits.
10 points of damage. I rolled 2 4s on the damage die.
How do you want to do it?
I come up with the shorter you can, like I'm on the ground. I just stand up and using that motion to jump. The mace comes up and an uppercut hits him directly under the chin and just pops his head off.
With the head spinning up, bouncing off the other one. All is silent. The threat has been cleared.
You know, it's funny. We literally just finished a long rest, and I'm now down to 5
Exactly.
HP.
That was rough.
Well, good start.
Yeah, that was really bad.
That hurt like hell. Alright, looks like you guys are a little banged up, so I'm gonna start with this. Everyone get 10. Oh, nope, 15, not 153. I wish I had 153 hit points right now.
Very nice. Thanks, bud.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna take I have 2 potions of healing. I'm just gonna use those. I'd rather save my spell slots. So here's 2d4 plus 2. So 8, and then another 7. That's 15 hit points right there.
Doubling what you have now. Not bad.
I'm at 30. It's only a third of my hit points. God damn. You know, I know we just woke up, but I think me and Griff here want a bit of a rest.
Yeah, maybe we should just go back to bed.
No, we can't.
Yeah,
You can only
I'm a bit
benefit.
winded with that. So if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I think a short rest is in order. We can't do a long rest because you can only benefit from those once every 24 hours.
I
Yeah.
know. Jesus. Maybe we should just ask the monsters for 5 more minutes.
Short rest. All right.
Alright. So, you begin your short rest. Oof.
It's fine. There you go. I'm at the nice number, so I'll stop there. Nothing would dare hit me and make me lose the nice number.
Alright, short rest. Oh, no. 3. There we go. Alright, I'm good.
Alright. Short rest complete. Less winded, less battered and bruised. You are ready once more to walk through the halls of the Undermountain.
All right.
So, I did continue asking questions on the Dungeon of the Mad Mage subreddit. It is a legend lore to identify these arcades. Or
Yeah, I remember.
you can attempt a DC 17 Arcana check to try to piece the puzzle together.
What was the puzzle on this one?
You got
See if I
ambushed
got it.
before you could take a good look at it.
See, arc gate near the trash compactor. Right. I don't have anything on that one.
Stepping up, you see in the keystone a gold dragon wormling with an open mouth.
Gold dragon worm, like open mouth. I'm gonna take the gold piece, flick it, put it in the mouth.
You put the gold piece in the mouth, but nothing happens.
Okay. Pull my gold back. We have a bunch of gems and stuff. Do we want to try one of those?
Might as well.
Hey, let's see here. What do we got? Here we go. Pulls out one of the banded agates and puts that in the mouth.
What is its gold price?
10 gold.
Nothing happens.
Pulls that out. Puts in one of the carnelians worth 50 gold.
Nothing happens. But the eyes did glint for a moment.
Pulls out an amethyst, which is worth 100 gold. Tries that.
The jaws of the wormling clamp down, chomping and destroying the gem. But the gate opens.
I try to go through. If you tell me we can't, and I just wasted that 100 gold gem, I'm gonna freaking Deadleaf's gonna be pissed.
You walk through. Hey, Deadleaf, roll me a d6 as a rune flashes.
Fly like a D6.
A boon. As the let's see, is this the first one? It is the first time this one. Savaros. The Elder Rune of Goblin Kind.
Motherfucker!
Hey, you're lucky. As the treasurer, the Bane effect would have been bad.
Since I'm the treasurer, yes, we'd have lost all of our money.
Holy shit.
That was a 50% chance for us to just go broke. Though, I will say this. Not all of our money is being carried by me. We do have a stash at the tavern. I will specify.
Holy fuck. You are not walking through any more doors.
But
Yeah, because
you now have a goblin that is rude to everybody but you.
Aye.
I don't. Do I even? I don't speak Goblin, so that's fun. So I just have a little Goblin minion that's rude to everyone except me. Okay.
Let's
Cool.
see. Where you come out at is. Alright, so. I imagine you two are following.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
You know, I had a game of I think it was Rogue Trader where I was the psyker. I used a chameleon spell to like get in and steal like this data slate that had all the mission critical information on it. Got out, we were good. Got in a fight on the way out of town with some monsters, and I accidentally ended up with a Perils of the Warp, which is basically like wild magic. And so all of my inventory disintegrated, which also meant the data slate with the mission critical information that was only one copy of.
Oof.
So this is not the first time that this particular thing has happened to me as a player. Yeah, I was this Batman.
Where? Ah, there it is. God. Damn. Eh.
I just need my calculator for a second here because I want to. All right. 2 plus 690 plus 7 plus 55. Roughly 17,000 gold. A little over that.
It nearly went.
Not. That's not counting like the various miscellaneous items of value that we have. Like it's non-magical, so the jade staff pieces would have been fine, but like the crystal tankard and all that stuff. I'm posting this in my little.
Yeah.
All I could imagine is you get the band with that car, and all of a sudden the freaking loot goblin from Diablo spawns in, whacks you with a bag, and then poofs out of nowhere, and you find all your money gone. But you walk out of this portal, and
Focus ping.
yes, focus ping. And you find yourselves in a building. And hear the hustle and bustle, a familiar one, of a goblin fortress.
Ugh. I think we went back to level 2.
I don't remember this part.
I don't think this is the second floor.
Poke my head out.
You noticed Azarok's lair from floor 3, right outside Skullport.
I remember this. Yeah.
Oh, good. Skullport. I need some supplies. We're going there.
Yeah. Get some potions.
I'll use my new goblin friend to help us like fend off any inquiries of why we're here, where we came from.
All right. And I am actually going to generic token. And you now have control of your little goblin companion.
Oh my god.
But since we are here, I'm going to switch to Monster Lair by Bardify.
But yes, 2 teleport. I can buy spell components. And maybe sell some of the items of value that we aren't going to keep for the tavern. I tell you right now, if this freaking jade staff that we found is some Ossard wizard staff, I'm going to be freaking pissed. Keep finding all this cool wizard shit that I can't use.
I have to remember where you found that.
It was 4 pieces of a jade staff. We found it in a secret room.
Yeah.
On
With
the
the
pre
ghost?
whatever. Yeah, whatever that
39.
whatever floor we were just on.
I think we were on 5.
You were on 6.
Okay.
Alright. So you make your way towards Skullport in the entrance to Skullport in the south.
Yep.
Honestly, a lot of these things are really cool.
They are.
Okay. So, let's start with, as we go into town, what we want to sell. I'll go over what I have. We have a copper goblet worth 1 gold.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Keep or sell.
So, wait, what was it?
All right.
It was copper.
A copper
what?
goblet.
Oh, okay. Copper
Yeah.
goblet. Yeah. So.
Okay. A tarnished pitcher worth 5 gold.
So.
Yeah.
A rotten leather bracer with 3 paradots, each worth 500 gold pieces.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I have a corked bottle with a scroll. I don't even know what that scroll was. Maybe was it that? Shit. Sorry, DM. I don't. No, the fact that I wrote scroll means it was most likely an actual thing. Well, I didn't know what it was, so, and I don't remember where we got it, so we're probably never gonna find out now.
Yeah, I should probably keep that just in case.
Yeah, I'll keep that tucked away.
Explains what it was.
The 6 banded gates worth 10 each, the 4 carnelians worth 50 each, and 3 citrines worth 50 each.
Well, we gotta wait until we find the tankard. We can fit all those in.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find one of those. Alright, we have the Amulet of Dumathoin worth 25 gold pieces. I don't know if that might be useful because we were running into his statue a lot during that one floor, so I'd almost want to keep that.
Yeah, may have further use.
We have 20 pounds of mithril. I almost want to keep that, see if we can't, like, mission something crafted out of it.
Yeah, especially back up in Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. The woman holding up the sun. We need that to activate one of the gates, so we're keeping that. We have a gem-studded cloak worth 750 gold pieces.
We should sell that.
What do you think?
Valuable as it is.
What do you think, internal decorator?
Oh wait, yeah, no, that'd be a great piece for the tavern.
Yeah, that's the idea. Like, I'm looking at these more of like what talk pieces do we have for the tavern? So, what do you think, Griff?
More than enough for the tavern? Sorry.
It's a gem-studded book.
Oh, gem-studded book?
Cloak.
Cloak.
Oh, hook.
No, cloak.
Oh,
Like
cloak.
a cape.
Oh, okay, sorry. Gem-studded cloak? Yeah, that could be fun for the tavern.
All right. A gold belt studded with obsidian.
Nah, it's tacky. Sell.
All right. An elf warrior's gold gauntlet.
Ooh,
We did-
keep. That's one I want to keep. Yeah.
The
Okay,
belt we checked for magic, right?
Yeah, I've been doing detect magic on pretty much everything of these. That's how we knew the jade staff was magical.
True. Yeah, we're keeping that, by the way.
Yeah. An onyx smoking pipe.
I see.
How much is it worth?
75 gold.
35? Yeah, go ahead and sell.
Yeah.
A red crystal tankard.
It's a tankard. We gotta have it for the tavern, right?
Red.
Yeah. Have it up on the shelf like this is only for our most VIP customer, and just no one actually gets to drink out of it. Everyone just gossips about who it's for.
Yeah.
A mithril peg leg.
Ooh, yeah. Peg leg, yes.
Yeah, I don't even have a gold value for that. It's made out of mithril. Okay, so with that being said, let me calculate up the gold value of everything we're selling. 5 plus 60 plus 250 plus 250 75. All right, so that gives us 2,241 gold. I'm going to turn that into platinum. So we'll have 1 gold and then 224 platinum.
If I remember, one of you had a amulet of the Shield Guardian.
Yes, I didn't list that as one of the things to sell because it's like we're keeping that.
Yeah.
But yes, I have
Find
that.
the Guardian?
It was on like the first floor or something.
Okay.
Okay, so we offload some of these trinkets. By the way, I still have the ledger of who owes us money. Volothamp owes us 5,000. That black market lady owes us 10K, and Floon owes us 500.
Black market lady.
We'll have to start collecting.
Yeah, her name is Umbrask. Jelen Umbrusk. She runs the black market or something.
Right. I think I remember her.
Yeah, there was she came to us asking for money, and I did an augury of like, if we don't lend her the money, something bad can happen, and it was like, yeah, it's good for you to lend her the money. So we did. We'll collect. Anyways. So with that, let me pull up what I need for legend lore. It's, as I recall, it's incense and
ivory. The ivory, fun fact, is not consumed, so. Alright, so I need 200 gold worth of ivory strips. 4 strips worth 50 gold each. If I can find that here. I imagine Skullport has shops for wizards. It's in the freaking dungeon.
Yes. But I imagine with it being in the dungeon, there would be a markup.
Yeah,
see.
probably. Let me.
Where is this Skullport page? Here it is. Near the frickin' end. What do we have in Skullport? Nope. Okay, there is a pawn shop that might have the item in stock. Food. Buys and sells maps. Okay, yes, there is one place within Skullport where you might find all you need. Thimblewine's Pawn Shop. Over this way.
Oh, jeez, that's all the way over there. Hold on, zoomed out too far.
Okay, I see it.
Gotta walk, walk, walk. Boop. Hi, Rap.
Alright. You enter the pawn shop, and he has quite a few knickknacks and bobs. You recognize a few of the pieces.
I mean, this is probably where we sold all the knickknacks that we got, so.
Yes. And you also notice that the selling price is 5 times higher than that of the surface.
I'm sorry, 5 times?
Yes.
As in, I would need 1,000 gold to buy the 200 gold worth of components that I need, which is only part of the spell?
Precisely.
Should we just go
Looks
back
at the others. Yeah, fuck this bullshit. Like, walks backwards out of the shop, giving him the double bird.
Alright. So, do you walk? Or do you take a boat from the edge to get you into the Waterdeep Bay?
The boats will get us there from here? Damn.
Yes, there is a channel from here in Skullport that not many boats have traveled since Xanathar took control of the Skull Island. in the fortress in the bay of Skullport itself. Small little fisher boats, if you pay them, but none of the big galleys that used to travel.
No.
It
Okay.
is more expensive
How-
per person, at 5 gold a person. Or you could travel and take the 1 gold per person Yawning Portal exit.
Yeah, this is not giving Xanathos any fucking money.
Yeah, we'll take the long way. We're not pressed for time.
Alright.
We'll head up to the surface.
So, walking up to the surface, and you know what? Who wants to roll a D100 to see if you run into the Shield Guardian on the first floor?
Not me. I have the amulet to control it, but someone else can roll to see if we encounter it. I've not had good luck so far. Well, I mean, I
Why
did
not?
really lucky with the Savros rune. I didn't lose us all our money.
Yeah, maybe we need to start putting stuff in banks.
Well, again, we probably would have only lost half our money because again, we do have a safe in the basement of the tavern that I keep a large chunk of our funds in
Okey-doke.
just for this purpose.
So,
Alright, so.
For dramatic effect, though, almost losing 17,000 gold is a lot more fun.
It is, very much so. It's like hanging on to your runes in Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so just as you are turning the corner, you see, walking in front of the stairs, or actually no, it's not stairs. Look. In front of the hallway leading to the Yawning Portal's elevator, you see the shield golem trundling along.
I see it. I dig out the amulet and I put it around my neck. If it goes hostile, I will attempt to use it, but otherwise, live and let live, Huh.
Let's see if it actually notices you. Where is shield golem? Here it is. Shield Guardian is its name. So, that is a 9. Doesn't really notice any of you. Just keeps trundling along. Turns a corner out of sight.
Tuck the amulet back away.
So you can make it to the surface, pay your 4 gold for the now goblin friend that also accompanies you. Some of the patrons notice
I mean,
your
we
new
could keep the
friend.
goblin down here. Goblin doesn't have to come with us, does he?
He does not.
I will have him stay in Skullport and be like, gather information. If you learn anything of value, I'll reward you.
Uraba! Gives you a sharp salute.
Excellent. Have a minion.
And he runs off with his
Finally.
little Santa bag.
As he goes, Deadleaf just finds, finally, someone smaller than me I can boss around. Because look, there's kids that are smaller than him, but they're kids. He's not that dumb. It's like, I'm not going to boss around kids. That's bullying.
Alright, so you pay your 3 gold to make it to the surface.
Okay. To the never. Da-da-da-da-da.
It's so good to breathe proper air again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not that I need to, but it's still nice.
All right. I'm gonna just let's see here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give everyone 200 gold. So go ahead and put that into your character sheet.
No, thanks, buddy. Is that our allowance?
This is our dungeon traveling funds.
Okay.
So I'm going to subtract 600 from the party fund. Which will put us at 14,800. And then the party fund is what we're staying in the tavern. If we want any more, yeah. What you saying?
Cool.
I think we, well, first of all, before we put it all away, should we go visit our favorite magic shop?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we can visit them, and I imagine we have enough credit with them. They'll hold the item while we go literally walk up the street to get the money.
That's
Sure.
true. And at some point, I think we should take that jade stuff to the Blackstaff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the point of getting those ingredients so I could identify it. But yeah, that's true.
Don't you have that monocle?
I mean, the problem is the item's broken, so it's not innately magical right now.
Right.
The spell I was thinking of would teach me like the history of this thing. It's a pretty decent spell. But yeah, hands it over to you, Lissa. You're one of the Blackstaff operatives. I imagine. If it's anything good though, and if they can fix it, I kind of want it.
Of course, of course.
So while she goes to Blackstaff for that, I'm gonna go hit up a magic shop to buy some freaking spell components.
Alright.
Wait,
What?
wait. Magic shop? I thought we were all gonna go.
Oh, sure. I just, since you talked about bringing the staff to Blackstaff, I assumed we were gonna do that first. But
Oh, I said at some point. Like, so yeah, not a really rush. It's not going
Okay.
anywhere.
all right. Oh God. I mean, we have plenty of money. We'll hit up the magic shop first. Yeah, then.
I had a feeling you would, so I've already pre-generated what you find there.
Long time no see.
Yes, it has been quite some time, and he looks at you, Deadleaf. It's like, are you all right? You are very bloody.
Let's just say I came out on the wrong side of a fight with a couple of greatswords, but I'm okay.
All right.
We're definitely getting further down into some of the more fun levels. And she very much does like the finger quotes at fun level.
So, that being the case, bitch, you get away from that cat bowl. You got anything in that we might be interested in?
Ah. Well, now. None of you really use some of the heavier weapons, so this halberd and this great axe will not interest you. None of your archers.
I mean, interesting, just not usable. So yeah.
Not sure how much you would be interested in these arrows of slaying.
The only one he uses ranged weapon. I mean, Griff uses a bow sometimes.
Yeah,
Lissa
I mean,
uses
I can. Lissa can. Yeah.
well, Lissa uses a crossbow, which are bolts, not
Oh, okay.
arrows.
Yeah, I have a short bow.
I still have that bow, I think, but it's yeah, it let me down pretty much every time. So
I thought we trashed that.
did we? Hold on, checks bag. Oh yeah, it's not there.
We don't. I'd have to. Figure out what slays.
I mean, the most common slaying arrows are dragon slaying, but it can be practically anything.
So these are dragon slaying arrows. We only have 20.
Only 20. That's a full quiver, bitch.
720 gold for each arrow.
Jesus. I mean, if you're fighting a dragon, you definitely want it. But the question is, because like we do have that whole thing with Umbraxor, where we have to cleanse him of Shar's corruption. But I don't know if we're going to be fighting. Like, we don't want to kill him. We want to cleanse him. So I don't think slaying arrows are good to use in a fight for that.
Yeah, we're in the business of helming dragons, so don't think we need those.
None of you wear heavy armor, so this plate, these two resistant armors, plate and ring. Well, we can ignore those.
My armor suits me pretty well.
You two are light, so these two medium mithril armor pieces we can ignore. But let us move on to potions and scrolls, as that is all that is left. I'll admit, not much in the way of potions today. A few potions of healing, a couple of greater, and one each of superior and supreme.
Ooh. It'd be good to have some healing potions. I ran out.
Yeah, so did I. Alright. What are we looking for price-wise?
The potions of healing, the 5 we have, are 60 gold each.
5 regulars.
We have 3 greater, 180 each.
How many graders?
3.
150, you said?
80. And
Okay.
a single potion of superior healing for 540.
40.
And the potion of supreme healing for 1,620.
Okay.
I think having the basics would be good. Some graders, but we maybe don't necessarily need to go superiors.
Yeah, I mean, I still have one greater and one normal one.
And I just had a fun
All right.
thought.
Oh boy.
When it came to
So
the weapons and armor and like the accessories, the brother is the one that tells you and has the little ledger. But when it comes to the potions and scrolls, the sister steps forward with her own ledger and is the one who
ooh,
describes those.
so she's got the consumables. Gotcha. That's great.
Good way to do it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, I mean, we can afford potions. We have a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I think we should distribute all the standard healing potions. Yeah, all
Listen, you
those.
said you had one greater and one regular.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we buy the 5 regulars, we each get 2, and then if we get 2 of the graders, me and Griff can each have 1.
Sounds good.
Okay, let me do the math here. So that's 300 for that, plus 360, so that's 660 for those.
Okay. You want
Right,
to
so we'll get-
contribute funds or just keep it to the party fund?
We'll keep this from the party fund, because it's for the party.
Okay.
3 minus 0, so it's 14. 3. All right. So go ahead, Alyssa, add 1 more regular potion, and then me and Griff will get the regular and the greater.
Okay.
And to backpack. Okay, potion of healing greater. Got it. And 2 regulars. Excellent.
Okay.
Yep.
One regular. Right, so you saved just one regular potion.
Yeah, so you should have 2 regulars and 1 greater.
2 regular.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right. Okay.
Now for the scrolls. We have picked out the ones that are usable by you as a cleric. Some are usable only by certain domains of clerics. And you have not told us which you are.
Yeah, that's fine. Just tell me what you got and we'll figure it out.
Well, we have a scroll of sacred flame, inflict wounds, heroism, geas, find traps, fairy fire, detect magic, and beacon of hope.
Beacon of hope would be good. Yes, Jesus Christ.
Heroism is pretty nice. I've had that as a potion. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I have a potion of heroism, or at least, let me see. Let me put it this way: Geas is friggin'. That is a 5th level spell. That's going to be expensive. Let's leave that alone. So heroism, beacon of hope, I definitely want because that's a good spell to have. So that and heroism, I think.
Heroism is specific to certain domains, so I'm not sure if you as a Twilight Cleric can use it.
Well, let me look. It's a second level spell, correct?
Yes.
Isn't that the super mind control one?
Or no, it's a first level. It is.
Heroism is the protect against fear and gain temp HP. No, I do not have access to that spell.
Okay. No, I thought they were the Geist or Geist or whatever it's
Yeah, the Geist is the 5th level mind control one. And that would be expensive as fuck.
You may ask after any prices.
Yeah, how much for that freaking Beacon of Hope spell?
480.
480. I mean, it's a decent spell. Maxes out any healing that we'd be dishing out.
It'd be pretty nice, especially if we all are running low.
does sound like it'd be really useful.
Yeah, so I'll take that 480. You said.
Correct.
Pulling that out of the party funds. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
No,
That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Tuck that away. Scroll of. Third level spell scroll. Add to the backpack.
Another cool thing is after you pay, they put a bit of magic into the page of their ledger, and it literally summons the item from that page. And the writing is then erased as it is gone, as if the ledger holds the item.
That's dope as fuck.
There
bit
is
of-
ledger of holding.
A bit of extra security that we have gotten.
That book is a freaking warehouse.
Yes, but it's attuned to us, so no one else can get to it.
And that also allows you to operate a smaller shop, which is good for lower rent and such. That's if you don't own it, of course.
Many thieves overlook our small shop, as they believe something this small would not have much of value. To sell our facade, we do carry some magical components on the shelves. To sell the
magic components?
Oh, yes. Did you need some?
Yeah, I'm kind of in need of those.
Well,
I got a couple in need. I'm looking for. Buddy, can I ask you not to be on my desk? Oh, ow, ow! Those are claws. Those are claws.
Cat
Ow.
tax.
Well, I lifted him up to get him off my desk, and he tried to stabilize himself by putting his claws into my shoulder.
Yay.
All right. So I need some ivory strips, 4 of them, each worth about, like, on the moderately expensive side, you know.
ah. We know of what you need them for.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm gonna need some incense to go with that. I imagine you know how much, since you know what I'm using this for.
Of course. Do you, as the incense will be consumed by the spell, do you want more than just one casting of it?
Be a shame to have to come back down here every time. What you guys think? Because like I ain't paying that 5 times prices down there in Skullport.
Honestly, I
don't
think
want-
despite them, we should get 5 spells worth.
That's a lot. So let's hang off on the multiples right now. We'll get back to that. But so need the 200 golds worth of the ivory strips. I'd also like got like a crystal ball or a silver-backed mirror around here. You know, pretty fancy piece. Worth about 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh. Which would you... Let us see. First, is the, that one scroll of Beacon of Hope the only scroll you're taking?
Yeah, that's the only scroll we have.
Alright. She closes up her ledger and pulls out a generic ledger from under the counter. We do have some crystal balls of varying clarity. Some tarnished mirrors. I do not think the mirrors would be what you want. As none would reach what you need. We do have one crystal ball worth what you need. She nods at her brother and he walks into the back, comes back out, and on a pillow you see a clear crystal orb. Very fine.
So, above game, I don't know if we particularly need this. It's a scrying spell component, but I don't know if scrying is something we particularly need. It could help us in regards to locating like the objectives that we need.
Maybe useful. It's good to be
Yeah.
prepared.
Good utility that, like, we might need often, but we'll be very sore for not having it when we do need it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely not getting the Summon Celestial thing. That's expensive. I don't think I'm going to be using that spell. But, so I'll get that, which is 1,000. And if we got the 5 spells worth of the incense for legend lore, that'd be another 1,250. Is that what we want?
Yeah.
Okay, so
We just get fully stocked up to just be able to be down there a long time.
yeah. Great. Minus 50. So 11, 213. Okay. Sure. We'll take those components then.
Alright.
So I'm gonna mark those.
And apparently I slightly goofed.
Oh.
Cause like, it's like, wait a minute, certain magics don't work within the Undermountain. Let me just double check that sending, cause as for parties they would know, scrying does work, but apparently banishment does not work in the Undermountain.
Oh,
I see.
it's good to know that going forward.
So
Well,
there was a magical flux during the times you were using banishment.
Yeah. This wild magic flux. It's fine.
good to know for the future.
And as you are in the shop, a wave of magic radiates from under Waterdeep. As the wards that keep that sort of thing in place have been reinforced, as Halistar realizes this group has been banishing things. That is not allowed.
Motherfucker. Hey, I have a question, DM.
Of course.
The slads that were, or the salads that were attacking us, what color were they?
They were gray.
Okay, good. Because I have a gem of controlled green salads. If they had been green and I'd just been getting my ass handed to me by things I could have pulled out a gem and controlled, I would have fucking lost my shit.
So, thing is, the gem is basically tied to a specific salad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
His name's Jeff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put the 4 ivory strips and then 1250 gold of incense. And then, oh yeah, so I pull out a diamond, a big ass fucking diamond I have. So here's the thing: if I could split this in half, and then turn like one half into like diamond dust, could we do that? Like, would that diminish the value?
You would need to go to a jeweler's for that. I imagine
Figures.
there's one within the Sea Ward where all the nobles are who would be able to do what you ask.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I don't think they'd better split it. They'll just have to cut it into a nice looking smaller diamond, then dust the shavings.
Yeah, because I have 1,000 gold piece diamond that if I split it in half, I've got 500 gold piece diamond that lets me raise dead, and then 500 diamond dust, which is 5 castings of greater restoration. So,
Yeah. So what they would do is that they would literally grind down the diamond to one worth 500 and then gather up the dust.
yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine we'd lose some value. I don't know if we would. That's up to you as the GM.
Depending
Honestly,
on how good of a jeweler you get.
So are we making some sort of check to see how good of a jeweler we get?
I mean, Waterdeep, Noble Quarter,
Yeah.
it'd have to be worth their salt, really.
Yes, it's... Do we do a perception check or a D100?
So
I mean-
I guess some of it might be like, yeah, we might find a good jeweler, but they might not be willing to work with us. So it could be like a persuasion check to be like, hey, no, we're associated with these people. You should work with us.
Yeah, could I use my Waterdeep native knowledge to know of, well, or to check for the right person for this? And also my freaking history as a burglar, I probably know the sort of person who would.
Yes, so that would give you, between both of them, it would give you an advantage on finding a jeweler within the Sea Ward who, so long as you pay him, you would know. But he does have a few shops that he moves around from, so perception with advantage to find which of his shops he's in right now.
Okay. No, not persuasion.
24. You are able to find his shop, the shop he's in currently that day, pretty easily.
Being a previously professional thief, I'm like, oh, I see you haven't changed your schedule.
Not for this move, no.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Did we finish what we wanted to do in the magic shop first?
Yeah, as far as I know. We weren't buying any more magic items, and the ingredients I need are the jeweler specific ones. So
Okay,
Alrighty.
cool. Well,
So, what you here for this time? Been quite some moons since I last saw ye. As this
yeah,
old gnome just looks at you from under bushy brows.
well, my line of work's become a bit more legitimate these days. But still, we've been to the Undermountain, and we have something that, well, I think only you'd be able to do.
Oh. He raises a single brow to where you can see the eye underneath the bushiness of the eyebrows.
And he's just gonna gesture to Deadleaf.
gonna pull out the diamond, spin it in his hand, set it down. So here's what we need. We need this sort of ground down to about half its current value. And then we will need the dust gathered up and use that for spells and components. You know, Waterdeep. I'm sure the black staff and stuff. You know what they kind of do.
That they do. Quite the diamond.
It is, yeah.
And there's nobody looking for it, which is a bonus.
As it is not a hot item, I will not charge you half the price. Rather, just half of what the ground bit is worth. So, whatever amount you get back as the diamond dust is, you would have to pay half that. And we are going to do an advantage D20 check plus a
Jeweler's tools, I guess.
Yeah. That was not what I wanted. So, ignore those. So I'm going to, and he has quite proficient, so it'll be a +9.
Yeah, +9 checks in this house. We love it.
20. Keep highest 1 +9. 27. So you're able to get
Damn.
yeah. Not the full 500, but a good 480 gold worth of dust. Let's actually, switch music since we're in Waterdeep. From Sword Coast Soundscapes, Waterdeep in Spring. As between the time spent in the Undermountain and all that, spring is beginning to come.
We completely skipped winter. Good.
You spent all of winter in the Undermountain, basically.
Damn.
As if I've got the timeline right. It might still be winter. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember how long it's been. I just remember using the autumn music. I think that was during when it was the actual Dragon Heist part, though, so
Yes.
that's probably a while ago.
And it's like, with the city locking down for winter, it's like, you thought it might be a good time to just attempt the Undermountain.
Yeah.
As there's not much else to do in the city during the winter.
Yeah. All right. So pay him 250.
Well. Alright. So you have your diamond dust, you have your diamond.
All right. I have my components sorted. To black staff, I guess, to see what this jade staff's all about.
It is currently 5 in the evening. Between the travel time, shopping, and even finding this shop. And the time spent grinding down the diamond. It's getting close to dinner time. But you head off. As Blackstaff Tower is in the Sea Ward as well.
Yep. It's that one, I want to say.
Yes, I believe it was this.
Yeah. Bing, 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 bing.
Alright. So you head into Blackstaff Tower. You see your familiar contact, the receptionist. Well, well. Look who's above ground again. Thought you might end up permanently 6 feet under.
We were a lot further down than that.
Well, it seems I owe us some gold.
If you were plotting my demise, that happened a long time ago.
Oh no. It is just tradition at the port to bet how long a party is in the Undermountain before they come up or are found dead.
Oh, the dead port, the portal. Yeah, I know it.
So what brings you here today?
A very intriguing magic item
Oh,
found within a secret chamber in a dwarven temple, many floors down. Now, I don't know why I say this, and I wouldn't say it lightly, but there's something that's telling me that maybe Lady Blackstuff might want to look at it.
well,
I know, it seems like a very unusual request given how busy she is. And there's just something telling me.
may I see it first?
Of course. And she will lay out the pieces in what appears to be the assembly order.
He waves his hand, and Deadleaf, you recognize these symbols a little bit as that of detect magic.
Even in pieces, it's somehow still holding.
I do not sense magic from it.
Looks around to Deadleaf. Did I imagine you detecting magic from it?
So, to clarify, what Deadleaf sensed magic from were the cases that held the staff.
Yeah. So
Oh.
here's the thing. I think it's if we put it back together, it has some magical value. That's, or at the very least, some art historical value. They were inside magic cases.
Interesting. We do have some that can use legend lore to try and figure that out.
Yeah, sure. I'm not about to spend my hard-earned money to identify this if they can do it for me.
Exactly. Well, I apologize for the mistake. I must have misheard the cases part.
He pulls out a deck of tarot cards. Infusing it with magic, he pulls a few cards, lays them down. Shuffles them back together. One moment. And he bundles the 4 pieces off and hands them after ringing a bell. And speaking in Elvish, he says, "Have Umbraxon do his usual legend lore on these? The divination says it would be good for us." So, how long does legend lore take to cast?
Oh, he did. Did you do like Orgry to see if it's worth checking out?
He basically did augury, like, would casting legend lore be a loss of money to us or not?
It is an expensive. It's 250 gold to cast. That's a legend lord versus a freebie cast if you have the components for augury. So, legend lore takes, I want to say 10 minutes. Let me pull up the spell because I have it as a
I thought it was
cleric.
an hour, but I could be wrong.
10 minutes.
Alright. So, waiting 15 minutes, the runner comes back with the 4 pieces and a note. So, I am not sure about the black staff being interested in it, as it is incomplete in its current state. Fully mended, it would work. But, and fitting 2 pieces together, he casts some mending, putting it together, and then he does the same for the other 2. But when he brings the 2 pieces together, you see that the breaks don't fit. There is 1 piece, the middle, missing.
Oh, all right.
But the legend lore does speak of the emerald of the jade serpent. So if it is to be thought of, This might be like a staff of snakes. User throws it down and gets a snake to command. So should you find the last piece, and then have it mended, well, you'd have quite the serpent helping you. He puts the two pieces on the counter in front of you.
Freaking complete the staff, summon Rayquaza.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. And, certainly interesting.
But do note, the death of the serpent shall break it once again. So more than likely, every time the snake dies after summoning it, you will have to get the staff mended again.
Yeah, you got it. I don't think clerics can learn. Oh, clerics can learn mending. I wonder if there's like a wand of mending or something like that.
Do you happen to have like a little, I don't know, hammer of mending?
I imagine.
The only mending magic items are the clothes and rope of mending. Otherwise, you'd need like a scroll of it. It's a cantrip. Assumed.
I thought it was worth asking, considering the monocle.
Well, I am sure we could enchant something, but...
It's like, when do I get my next? I get another cantrip as a cleric. Yes. At my neck, at level 10, I can just grab mending as a cantrip.
Okay.
My cat is just giving me the evil eye right now. As she wants inside, most likely for treats, just to head outside again.
Alright. Yeah. So we'll pass on that. We don't even have the fifth piece anyways, so that's future planning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else do we want to do? I mean, go out to the tavern, obviously.
Yeah. Check in the tavern, put up the new decor with proper signage for the glorious, glorious adventures.
And I will say, with it being the time it is and I have session today, do you wish to end with this and your long
Sure.
rest for the night?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
So take your long rests. And we will end as you all head to sleep. And draw the curtains upon this day and this session.
All right.
One more very important question. How's Steve doing?
Yeah, how's Steve doing?
He is bulking up.
Oh, nice.
Fact of the matter
Oh,
is,
yeah.
he is basically a companion at this point with the companion stat sheets. And
Nice.
a level 4 fighter, basically.
Nice.
That's our
Oh,
handsome That's our handsome bouncer.
Alright.
Fudge the stud with just some love and caring, good food.
Yeah.
All right.
Getting rid of banishment, since we found out that does not even work.
That was my mistake. But hey, it has
No,
some nice implications.
Yeah.
Woe upon any future elementals we find.
Yeah, sorry, can't send you home, guys. Not allowed. Alright, let's see here. Aura of Life.
Alright. Let us see
Trying
if
to
we
figure
can
out what I
find
should grab.
anybody to raid.
Yeah, great session. Even the
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Well, you know what?
Yes. Bye.
I could grab Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice 5th level.
That's nobody really.
I'm gonna unprepare this one.
But
Are you gonna start bringing spirit guardians?
No, I'm unpreparing something else.
well, thank you all for joining us here at the Keep. Until next time, be safe, be vigilant, be well. Take care.
Take care.
No.